and forth they go. That jab had to hurt. Vasily Lomachenko won his first encounter against Jorge Linares back in 2018, but it wasn't easy as he got dropped for the first time in his career, but to his credit, got up, beat Linares in the 10th.
Lomachenko, they thought this guy could be a world champion in his second professional fight. They put him for a world title. In his second professional fight, he lost, but he only lost because of lack of professional experience. From then, he's gone from strength to strength. Linares, this guy is so slick. This guy's had it all. This is why the first fight between these two was technical brilliance. Lomachenko was too smart, too sharp, had everything going for him, and he showed his skill. And that's why this fight, in the 10th round, he had the job done. I think these two fighters will again put on an amazing performance. I think it's one of those fights, again, that you cannot put your house on. I think it's one of those fights where you will see and learn so much about the true art of boxing.
Nice counter. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. There's a counter shot. Usually you don't need a weather report for a boxing match, but we certainly do today as we fight under the sun.
In such heat, the cornermen need to be able to do their job. Think about what they're doing. Want to cool you down, want to ice you back, want to give you instructions in your head, and want to just calm you to tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Because that's the most important thing. Forget about the heat, forget about everything else.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Switched off. What are you doing? I need you to focus on what you keep smart. Don't be looking there for one shot at a time. What are you doing? You switched off completely. Get your mind back on the job. That's a terrible round, that is. I need you to switch back on. Get focused. Get your mind back on the job. Get out. Go out there and finish it. Just get him. Mate, what are you doing? Come on, switch off. Switch off.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
They are giving us a high-tempo show. Punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
Oh, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pump, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
Beautiful counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. off-the-charts action from both of these fighters. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Missing with that right hook. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Looks like he's going to try and bait his opponent here. Catch and shoot. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. That hook misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Loma in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
That's it, now breathe. Breathe, just get going now. You're switching off, you're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off. I don't really know, you're still landing your power shots. Good work. Don't forget, come on, you're better than that. You've done all your work all the way through camp. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on. Let him get back into this. You're better than this, kid. Go back out. Can't miss it. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back in. What's that? What are you doing? Come on, you're switching up. Come on. Too much yet. Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear. Come on. Do you want to win this fight? Get out there and switch off. Get it in your power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab.
That'll do it for the time between rounds as we get set to get back in the action.
You got. Don't be looking there for one shot at a time. Set him up, but you'll take him.
The hand speed in these lighter divisions is always so impressive, but if you can sneak in a power shot every once in a while and sit down on a punch, that's where you separate yourself. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. They have no respect for each other's punching power. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to thinking, you've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little fag with a pickpocket.
I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Swing and a miss with that jab. They exchange punches. Jab slightly off target. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through?
How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
I've got to see that again.
will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
When you watch lightweights, you expect high-level footwork and hand speed, and that's what we're getting here this afternoon. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. Let's see how the corner handles their fighter here after being dropped twice in that last round.
They believe their fighter has it in the tank.
Great work. I love that. I love that. That jab is slick.
Okay, now you're letting back into the fight that round. I need you to switch
Middle, can't miss it. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the...
Come on, you're better than that. You've done all your work all the way through cap. I need you to go back out there. I need you to win this round. Get your mind back, get your focus back, get that jab back.
Put your time in already. That right hand is beautiful. That's it. Just...
What was that? What are you doing? Come on, you're switching up. Don't worry about...
For you out. Great work. Good work there. The jab's working nice.
Back at it in round 4. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
You'd like to see more jabs. And he scores with the counter. Swing and a miss with that left hook. Good counter punch. Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Both men step back for just a moment. He threw a punch and just got countered. When are we going to see a jab from these two? A perfect counter lands. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
They both want a knockout, you can tell. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Looking to land the hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Loma in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Good man. Okay, focus. Big, deep breaths. Big, deep breaths.
You were still landing your power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab.
What are you doing? You've switched off completely. Get your mind back on the job. That's a terrible round, that is. Don't worry about our round. Don't worry about our round. Let's go out there and let's restart.
Just the same again. Don't change too much yet.
Okay, now you're letting back into the fight that round. Come on, let him back.
Be looking there for one shot at a time. Set him up, but you'll take him out.
Listen, you've switched off. What are you doing? I need you to focus on what you're doing.
He's ready to go, but you've got to be smart. Otherwise,
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather. Right back into the action.
You were smart, you were loading up, you were still landing your power shots.
Here we go with these two lightning-quick lightweights.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punches with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Straight right just misses. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Nice counter shot. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
When you have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Can't find a home with that jab. How about that time counter shot? And he misses with that jab. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Straight right just misses. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Good punch. Misses with the straight left. That's another scoring shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
You had everything in the...
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. Good work.
What was that? What are you doing? Come on, you're switching up. I need you to...
Can't miss him. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight.
Mate, what are you doing? Come on, switch on, switch on. You've been coasting this fight, and now you've let him back into it. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on. You've let him get back into this.
Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear. Just get...
Okay, focus, focus. Big, deep breaths. Big, deep breaths.
Beautiful. That's it. Just start sticking a few body shots in there.
Come on, you're better than that. You've done all your work all the way through camp.
You were thinking. You were smart. You were loading up.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set for another round.
Switching off. I need...
Don't get carried away. Think about the defense on the end of what you do. Good work.
The old adage is no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
These punches coming from every angle. You'd like to see more jabs. That old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Straight right just misses. Like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
And they figure out the combination to this safe.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Going to see a jab from these two. Can't land that jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Beautiful counter shot. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Happy, good man.
Okay, focus. Big, deep breaths.
Shots, keep smart. Good work there, the jabs are working.
Okay, now you're letting back into the fight that round. Right, let's get out there, get your boxing back together. Listen, be smart when you go out. Just take the round off, win the round on it.
Keep doing what you're doing, the gaps will appear.
What's that? What are you doing? Come on, you're switching up.
Now it's to tuck him out. He's ready to go, he's absolutely shattered.
Listen, you've switched off. What are you doing? I need you to focus on what you're doing.
He'll ride it out. Go out there and finish it.
Time winding down as we get set to jump back in the action.
Completely get your mind back on the job.
Shots, keep smart. Just get him on the end of the jab. You're getting your timing up.
In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punched him, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Step back for just a moment. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Well done with that counter shot. Let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Right hook just missed. The Venezuelan is rocked. Try to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Punch, counter punch. That counter punch caught him clean. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, make it look so easy.
I'm happy. I like that round. Good work.
Okay, focus. Big, deep breaths. Big, deep breaths.
In your power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab and don't get
Okay, now you're letting back into the fight that round. You got complacent. The fight's not over yet. You've got to go out there and win this round. You had everything in the bag and now you've let it back in.
work. Stay focused. Don't let it back into the fight. Great round.
Okay, now you're switching off. You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off.
Doing the gaps will appear. Just get him on the end of the jab.
Come on, you're better than that. You've done all your work all the way through camp.
That's it. Just start sticking a few body shots in there. Very
Time winding down as we get set for another round.
Come on, you're switching off. I need you.
Don't let him back into the fight. Don't give him any free shots. Keep smart.
Blistering hand speed from both of these outstanding lightweights.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Jorge Linares is in some serious trouble. Punching. Those counter punches have to hurt. Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Jab doesn't quite connect. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Shot lands. And wisely, they're going to take a knee here. No choice but to do that.
Best thing the fighter did, otherwise, you know what? Price going to get you knocked out.
Like to see more jabs. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Nice counter shot. What a punch. Both men step back for just a moment. Perfect counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Loma in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as a fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Come on, switch on, switch on. Been coasting.
Let him up, but you'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely...
What are you doing? You switched off completely. Get your mind back on the job. That's a terrible round, that is. Don't worry about that round. Don't worry about that round. Let's go out there and let's reset.
That's working nice. Those 1-2 straights down the middle. Can't miss.
Come on, do you want to win this fight? Get out there and switch on. Get out.
You were thinking. You were smart. You were loading up.
Listen, you've switched off. What are you doing? I need you to focus on what you're doing.
Jab, and don't get carried away. Think about the defense.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set to jump back in the action.
Switching off. Come on.
Nice. Those 1-2 straights down the middle. Can't miss it. Great work. Stay focused.
Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system. Throw a certain amount of punches per round, because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again, and the fight will be over.
Nice counter punch. Look at the swelling and the bruising. They're going to take a look, and they may stop this fight. This fight will continue. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Failing to score with that right hook. There's a counter shot. Seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
That counter punch caught him clean. Just missed with that hook. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. About Loma in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
He's a knockout without a doubt.
for the minute break as we get set to get back in the action.
Get out there and some nice. Those 1-2 straights down the middle. Can't miss it. Great work. Stay focused.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower, calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They both want the knockout. You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you, they want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Misses with that straight left. Both men step back for just a moment. They threw the hook, it didn't land. He threw a punch and just got countered. So much for boxing. This is a fight. They exchange punches. He missed with that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Loma in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Okay, now you're letting back into the fight that round. Don't worry about that round.
You're still landing your power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab.
Come on, do you want to win this fight? I need you to switch back on. Get focused. Get your mind back on the job. Get back out there and win the round. Now it's a tough smart.
Don't be looking there for one shot at a time.
What are you doing? You've switched off completely. Get your mind back on the job.
Absolutely shattered. He's hurt, he's ready to go, but you've got to be...
Mate, what are you doing? Come on, switch on, switch on. We're coasting this.
Finish it. Just the same again, don't change...
The referee calling for seconds out. Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather.
Shot at a time. Set him up, but you'll take him out. He's ready to...
Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter-punching.
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get close.
One punch could change everything in this battle. These two were made for each other. When are we going to see a jab from these two? early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's alright to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
These two fighters are made for one another. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this battle?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. You've got to relax.
Perfect counter lands. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Lomachenko is buzzed. Down goes Lomachenko. He caught him with that body shot and it froze him in his tracks. Look at this again.
I need to see that again. 1, 2,
Talk about Loma in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
Smart when you go out. Great round, great round. Now relax. Good work. Okay, now you're switching off. You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off. I can't miss it. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Great. Okay, now you let him back into the fight that round. Don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on. Let him get back into this. You're better than this, kid. Go back out there and win the round. Already, that right hand is beautiful. That's it. Just start. What are you doing? You switched off completely. Get your mind back on the job. Great work. You were thinking. You were smart. You were, mate, what are you doing? Come on, switch on. Switch on. You've been coasting this. Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set for another round.
Way through cap. Don't let him back into the fight. Don't give him any free shots. Keep smart.
You'd like to see more jabs. Mess with that jab. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You just got to try and cut them, skin and go for speed.
Just misses. Hold it right there. Jorge Linares seeing cobwebs now. Right back into the fray.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
You'd like to see more jabs. Just missed that jab. seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
This is a high-octane battle. Straight right just misses. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Good counter punching. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. The Venezuelan is rocked. So two judges are in agreement, but that's all you need in this game. A majority decision win.
Told you all right, we don't...